Cuz got the 4-bedroom, you feel me? Cuz got with the kitchen, you feel me? Cuz got the wood grain floor, you feel me? Got the carpet in that bitch, got the lounge, you feel me? My nigga got the bedroom, the beat it up section, you feel me? Hey, he got the beat it up, that's his living room, you feel me? They cut to the kitchen, you feel me? He got the full setup in this joint, cuz MTV How I'm Living.
That open-air concept multifamily home in California is worth at least $2 million. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name is Zukradowski here of WeAreChange.org, and things are rolling, moving along in a crazy direction, as it seems like more people are just absolutely losing their minds more than ever, especially with all the latest news coming domestically inside of the United States. As it looks like the culture war just hit a new stride, and some very interesting developments are happening. There's also a major fight brewing between the former president of the United States and the governor of Florida. We're going to be talking about that, plus all the other people losing their ish news on this independent media broadcast. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing that accurately depicts the Federal Bureau of Investigations, you could get it on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. And the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast was originally highlighted at Clown World on Twitter, curated there with more just amazing stuff that is just absolutely unbelievable, highlighting the decline of modern Western civilization in at least a very epic and funny way. If you're not following Clown World on Twitter, what are you waiting for? Check them out if you haven't already. This, as another video right now, is making the rounds, as Elon Musk just confirmed that he will be talking with the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, when he makes his announcement speech for the 2024 presidential election, saying this to the Wall Street Journal.
Your time, I think it would be probably correct.
Okay.
Yes, I will be interviewing Ron DeSantis, and he has quite an announcement to make. And will be the first time that something like this is happening on social media, and with real-time questions and answers, not scripted.
Something, of course, that we're going to be paying very close attention to might be participating with asking questions, as Ron DeSantis is expected to officially announce his candidacy for the 2024 presidential election. An announcement that is being met with an incredible amount of skepticism and attacks on the state of Florida by many organizations, including even the NAACP, that just issued a travel advisory against visiting Florida for some reason. The glorious swamp monster herself, Hillary Clinton, just launched an attack on Ron DeSantis before his announcement, describing how his, quote, ultra MAGA Florida isn't safe for, quote, people of color, LGBTQ plus people, and even, quote, multi-billion-dollar corporations that, of course, so lovingly have an incredible relationship with Miss Hillary Clinton. To outdo all the delusion, Vanity Fair decided to run this very fair and unbiased piece, running a headline that read, quote, reports Ron DeSantis will formally announce his 2024 bid with Elon Musk because apparently David Duke wasn't available. Yes, that's the level of insanity that Vanity Fair has reached when it comes to their coverage of the 2024 political election, that they're equating Elon Musk, the current owner of Twitter, to literally one of the most racist, vile groups in all of recorded human history. And yes, the article is real. It's actually in their news section, as I think it's pretty fair to say that the people at Vanity Fair are pretty disturbed, to say the least, as they're running with vicious, slanderous, foaming at the mouth pieces that are absolutely illogical in what looks like a desperate attempt to try to stay relevant in our current media sphere, while only embarrassing themselves so much more. This, as every day goes by, the establishment corporate media loses more of their reputation and legitimacy on the public discourse of this country, and platforms like Twitter are becoming more and more reliable as a source of news that is not from emotionally defunct, absolutely insane, deranged human beings. This, as another very interesting attack against Ron DeSantis, is of course happening by the former president of the United States that he is going up against, specifically in a Republican primary, and that of course is Donald Trump, that even MSNBC is agreeing with when it comes to attacking Ron DeSantis, specifically when it comes to the former president's criticism on the fair tax that Ron DeSantis backed, which MSNBC and Donald Trump agree is a terrible policy. Trump has been launching a lot of attacks against Ron DeSantis, and a lot of his major super PACs are predominantly running attack pieces on his former Republican colleague and not the current president of the United States, who is their opponent. This as Donald Trump is arguing for Social Security, arguing for Medicare, and how he's a disciple of Paul Ryan that also has very close political ties to Trump himself. Now, I think it's fair to say that there is no love affair between these two major political giants. Currently, Trump is leading in the polls significantly against Ron DeSantis, but with still a very long time to go until the primaries, anything could happen. As also very interestingly, Chief Neoconservative Nikki Haley also just dropped out and endorsed Donald Trump, as it looks like there's going to be a very brutal fight between these two individuals, as the Daily Caller is reporting that there's going to be an all-out assault and things are about to bust wide open between Trump and DeSantis. All of this as America's #1 news anchor won't be there to break down exactly what's happening. What will happen? Well, I have my theories that I usually share on LukeUnfiltered.com, our own members area where we go off into the deep, down the rabbit hole, and are able to express ideas that are a little bit more mature and adult that we can have on our own platform that sadly we cannot have here on this one. LukeUnfiltered.com, we give you a lot of offers of value. We provide you with a lot of information, videos from nearly 10 years ago, 3 master classes, a forum to meet the incredible amount of members that are extremely smart through the forum, giveaways. We are about to decide the winner of FloridaManTrip.com that you enter as members of LukeUnfiltered.com. And if you haven't checked out FloridaMan.com, you have a chance to win a trip of a lifetime with me and the We Are Change crew. And of course, Atlas, the co-host who's sitting on the opposite. Atlas, excuse me, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Yes, that's the co-host. You'll get to hang out with her too. All by being a member and entering this contest through FloridaManTrip.com. See you there right after this broadcast. Lots of incredible things. Again, all these other members area, don't hold any light. Don't hold a candle to what we're doing. Going above and beyond. If you haven't signed up yet, sign up right now on LukeUnfiltered.com, and I will see you there right after this broadcast. As of course, we are still not done here. As I think it's fair to say that there's some significant problems with the woke ideology and the people that, of course, profess it, as the New York Post is running with the headline called "The Nutty Professor," as a CUNY City College professor at Hunter College, who was questioned by New York Post journalists about attacking pro-life students, came out with a machete and chased reporters down the street. All of this as today we're also finding out that Black Lives Matter is headed towards insolvency after plunging $8.5 million into the red while giving out millions of dollars to their family members and friends of the founder, Patrisse Cullors. As today we're finding out that her brother was paid $1.6 million for, quote, security services. Her sister earned $1.1 million for, quote, consulting, as it looks like the entire organization that almost half of the country went on their knees for, gave their money to, felt guilty for, all the multinational corporations supported, went down the drain and towards a corrupted organization that just paid itself off and bought a bunch of luxury properties all over the world. As the official Black Lives Matter organization spent at least $12 million on luxury properties in Los Angeles and Toronto, and now they're in a deficit, losing money, as many people from the very beginning have been calling this organization a fraud organization, and they were right to do so from the very beginning. And again, all that money, all that effort, all the PR, all the media, and they just squandered it on themselves, enriched themselves with frivolous, superficial items of vanity. And if you spent your hard-earned money on this organization, this is exactly where it went. One organization that, of course, fully backed and supported this group was Target, that is also now the target of a major attack by a lot of conservative right-wingers and anti-establishment people for promoting a very similar weird woke ideology that is just absolutely strange when, of course, it's being indoctrinated to small children. This, as many people are threatening to boycott Target, and many of them have, not for the first time, as, of course, Target came out and said that anyone of any identity could use any bathroom, supporting LGBTQ woke causes, specifically all the way back in 2018 when there was some controversy there about a man exposing himself to young children. This, as a lot of customers are shocked to find out that their Pride items for children are partnered with Satanists. No, I'm not kidding you. With slogans like "Devil is hope and love," and quote, "Satan loves you and respects you." Yes, those are the items that they're shilling and trying to get small children to wear and indoctrinated, along, of course, with binding shirts and tucking swim shirts and bathing suits for small children that are specifically meant to push a woke ideology with. Literally, the tuck-friendly swimsuits that we all have been hearing about, the designer, Eric Carnell, is also an outspoken Satanist who uses his brand's feature to push occult imagery and messages of worshiping and loving Satan. Holy frickin' cow. As this designer literally came out and explained on an Instagram post that Satan represents passion, pride, and liberty and loves all LGBT plus people. And, openly working with Satanists, promoting an agenda that makes children infertile and unable to reproduce might be not the best branding opportunity for a major, large multinational corporation that has stores all over the United States and services people everywhere. Holy frickin' cow. This is Bud Light on steroids. All of this as Target has decided to pull some of their merchandise from stores, as a Target insider is saying that the company is having an emergency call this Friday as senior directors were told to tamper down on the Pride sections immediately. This, as allegedly to Business Insider, the Target CEO is brushing off his critics, saying that his company is too woke. This is, I think it's fair to say that with this latest Satanist news, there's definitely going to be a bigger backlash here. One of the few people standing behind this multinational corporation is, of course, Gavin Newsom, who described this boycott as a, quote, systemic attack against the gay community that soon is going to be going against black people, Asian people, Jewish people, and women somehow, declaring that they're next because, if you're a parent that doesn't want a tuck-friendly woman's bathing suit on your 5-year-old son, I guess you're an extremist, according to the governor of California, who's using this opportunity as a way to grandstand and stand with, of course, the Satanists. And again, a lot of this stuff is disturbing. A lot of it is nonsensical. A lot of this is specifically this way because it's directly targeted against children. And with June approaching very soon, what will a lot of the woke corporations do in response to a lot of these boycotts? Will they double down? Will they triple down? Will they? Oh, yes, they are. As, of course, the North Face has just decided that this is the new face of their brand, going along with, of course, the agenda, the narrative, the ESG woke social credit score that, of course, many multinational corporations will be bowing down to, pushing further as an agenda that is hell-bent on destroying the future of Western civilization. So yeah, there's that. I might have extrapolated just a little bit at the end there, but did I? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you find this video important, share it with your friends and family members. And because you do all that, that's why I'm here. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. And that's why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on wearechange.org. One more video coming your way right now. A more adult video coming your way right now on lukeunfiltered.com. See you there.